Okay gamers, this is Daniel, and welcome to beta this. This will be Guild Wars 2. This was from the beta weekend, just this past weekend. Unfortunately, they only do one beta weekend event every month. So, I'll be bringing you what I can. There will probably only be about 3, maybe 4 videos from this beta weekend, just to explain the general basics of the game, the combat, the professions, aka classes in the game, a short description of them and what they use to fight, and yeah, that'll be about it. So from here, I will get going on this. Now, as you come on to here, you'll get to create your first character, which will be one of 5 races. You have the Norns, humans, you have some Char, which are like wolf-looking dudes, and then you'll have the shorter race, which are like gnomes, the Asura, and then you have the Sylvari or Sylvani. I can't remember which it is, but yeah, whatever. They're plant-like elves. They're actually made of plants, but they remind me so much of elves, it's ridiculous. Now, as you come in, you got 8 professions, the classes you could be. You got Elementalist, Warrior, Guardian, Technician, Mesmer, Thief, Necromancer, and Ranger. And I'll be going over each of those with a brief description of what they can do and what they use to fight. Now, as you come here, you're going to go into the next screen, which is of course the character creation, what you want your character to look like. You can change the hair color, up to 3 different colors on your clothes. Your clothes will all come out to the same color when you replace them and such. So you can change eye color as well. You can change the different proportions of the face in different selection areas. You can change the body type and the size of different body areas. And then, yeah, that's about it for the character creation. You can do this for each class. It does about the same thing. Okay, now once you've made your character, it brings you up with a question, a bunch of questions, I think 5 of them. It basically asks a question about the backstory of your character, and it'll kind of warp and change your storyline based upon that. Now, you have quests in this game where it basically goes upon your character alone storyline, which is solo. And then you'll have your instance groups and stuff where you can do group things. But it'll have a separate storyline for your character alone to kind of get it more in-depth for you. So, yeah, a little bit of a single-player element, but still cool. Now, after you've finished creating this, it'll go into a video stating for your character, their background, and the way it works for them. So, here we go.
The human race once ruled Tyria. Now, we struggle to hold our ground. We've been defeated, driven back, broken, but we will not surrender. So many nations have fallen. Only Kryta still stands. Our faith is strong despite the silence of the 6 gods. With courage, we'll make our stand in Divinity's reach. The city is my home. I grew up on the streets. Although I have friends, my life has always been hard. I've faced the worst this city could throw at me, and I sent it home bleeding. I'm done living hand to mouth. There's a war on our doorstep, and I refuse to be buried by it. Today I stepped outside Divinity's reach, hoping to find better luck outside the city. Problem is, when I arrived in Shaemore, the village was under attack by centaurs. Innocent villagers are in danger. Someone has to help. I can take care of myself, but that's not enough anymore. Someone has to help those who can't. This is my story.
Yeah, I love those scenes. The beginning scenes are epic. So, here at the hero screen on the UI, You got your hero, then it'll go down to your skills, which are your weapon skills for whatever weapon you're using, or what weapons you can use. It'll show the abilities you can get. Then you got your slot skills, of course. You can buy those. Then you got your character storyline, where you're at on that. Next one would be professions, but I didn't have any. Then you got your daily achievements and other things you can do, like other achievements you get points for. I think you can actually use the points to get things. Then you got your PvP menu, which you can actually, when you go into PvP, you go in as a template character, which kind of goes along with the world where they're dynamic events. When you go into a lower level area, you scale back down to that level, so you can't actually power level people through things. You can actually still get enjoyment from lower level areas because you're at that level. You'll just have more abilities at the time from when you originally started it. Then you got your bag slots, and noting there, I'll be going more into the PvP and the UI, the skill points here in just a moment, but yeah, so the UI is pretty straightforward. You don't have a mailbox anymore that you have to go to get things. You get mail straight to your interface and you just select it. You can compose mail, send it back out. And then they got their item store where you can buy things. The game is going to be based off microtransaction. It is free to play after the initial purchase of the game. So if you want to get some extra cosmetic stuff, they have a store for it. I don't know what else they really have, and I didn't look too much into it, but I will be later in one of the next beta weekend events. Now we'll move on to the skill points so I can show you how that works really quick, and we'll be good to go. Now when you first go in, it may look a little daunting at first with all the buttons you can hit and all the little points and everything, but as you level up, you get talent points, skill points that you can put in, and when you stack them up, you can get better ones or you can get lower level ones. You get your first one at level 5, and then you can go in and purchase a skill like I do here. I just get a random one, and then it goes on to your second slot bar on the right side, which is the right and left are different things. The right one are your special ability skills that you get directly from your profession, and the left side is your weapon skills, which the weapons you carry in your hands. They'll change based upon what weapon you're carrying, which I'll be going into on another video here that I'll be putting out shortly. But until then, this is Daniel. This was a quick brief intro to Guild Wars 2. I'll see you next time.